Navi Junior will let Rush B choose a side, choose their destiny. And let's see which kind of side Rush B will seek to play first of all. And I have to remind you guys, just keep following the chat rules before you say something about a specific man on the server or specific team on this matchup, because I'm not gonna allow that. Just keep this stream and chat in a good atmosphere. Let's enjoy CS watching together and start to play, because Rush B decided to step up on the second map by the city-sided team. So let's wish the best of luck to the both teams on the server and you guys on that stream, and let's see how Navi Junior will make the revenge after this quite unsuccessful inferno from their own side. I'm really excited about the result of the first map, but probably Mirage should be playing on this matchup for not even 100%, like for 200% of the game. We're rushing out the cave for the first pick off, and this looks like a split towards the afterwards, but depends on the reaction by side of the Rush B. They are hiding behind the smoke inside of the window. There is nobody besides the A, and 3 people alongside a window, and Kinky, what's that? Managing to get out of the first frag of the round, and another frag was listed for the Rush B, and Kyle was hiding behind the B side directly. Will dual Biratas forcing Navi Junior to get a fight, to stick into the fight. And the Hinate based on the side, and Taxi will rush out the pyramid, and this bomb not gonna be planted. Navi Junior will miss out this early first back and force buy in this moment. But I think even with the TAC 9s and stuff, yeah, that will be okay with the straight rush towards the B, but let's see how Rush B will read that composition. They're going with the 3-man rush out of mid to Donut. Yeah, 2 people invested besides B. Oh, crap. We are in trouble. Navi Jr. just rushes out banana and nothing else. They have no info about the mid side. 3 smokes are coming to the B, and 2 more smokes on back of the side of A and B as well. Ooh. This will take a lot of time of a play of a Navi Junior squad, and they're sneaky bicky into the K. Couple more flashbangs and utils to cooperate with the side execution, but 3 enemies above. Smoke towards the long, another smoke is coming to the short area. Jukes running out of the cave, and the flashbang was absolutely beautiful. I'm not really sure that was the flashbang from the Rush B side, but as far as you can see, Jax with the teammate, while he was jumping out of that smoke from the cave, was completely blind. Not even able to do more than 1 kill in charge of his own teammate as well. And Demon. Wallbanger with attack 9. A quite interesting idea, but not for the win. But again. Bomb has been planted. About the frags, the 2 frags is not enough, yeah, to make a power play by the economy, but still, Rush B will reinvest this much as they can, so a couple MP9s, 3 M4s, and more utils to work with. Now we have to be scared of a game, of another junior score. Yo, Mr. Lucio. I know that you have your own opinion about the game, but make sure you're following the chat rules, because I'm not gonna allow any kind of business back behavior inside of this chat. First one to you, mate. I really appreciate it. Robin takes down Kinky. That was a rough fight, but still, while you were being that successful, you will reach the target. We don't see the upscale, and we see the A side, which is also clear, but not that much, and not at all. Executor making a triple kill behind the side, and this triple will Makes a lot of sense. Krabeni with lurking stuff besides the city, and Demon somehow should stay alive as much as he can, but this doesn't have Krabeni this much. And look at the positioning. Executor will be fine, and I think he will be. He was so scared. He was so scared of that play, and Krabeni finalizing this puzzle of the round. But Executor was such a good thing for the Rush B with that triple kill behind the side, and then that was a huge issue of a side play for the Navi Junior this time. But at least they tried to do something with that, you know. It was a nice try for a play. And for that moment, Rush B are going to be corrupted by the rounds like this, you know. Navi Junior just making it two forces round by round. Making a little upset. They're about to do the same. Punish the A side anchors. Cairo already gone. So Taxi and the Execute behind that smoke. I know the Demon just like a red HP left, so everything is possible still, but look at the utils, yeah, and about the positioning of the Rush B squad, they're not there. I mean, in terms of their round, they're not inside of this specific situation. And they have to leave it. They should leave it. Ooh, rough gunfight for Krabeni. Maybe something used to be wrong for him this evening. Yeah, he didn't perform well for the rest of the first map, but closer to the end, Krabeni was back on the business onto the game, but terrorists win. It is what it is. And we do have about the 2 M4s on the backpacks for the Rush B. That will buy a bit more utils. Maybe it's about the time to have a high pressure on for Banana on B onwards, or just go. I mean, one of the most risky composition is to go to push the A main. And this thing could work just once for the entire half. And Navi Junior produced there, trending towards the B. Couple rounds towards the A, and a bit more of the B as a definition. So, despite the fact of the loss of the round, 2.4k as a last bonus for the Rush B, 2 M4 still included, but will be okay for them. Like the redrops, I don't think there is the issue with the AWP at all. Probably we're not gonna see this much effort for the AWP for a long time from the Rush B squad on this map, but I think Navi Junior just adapting to the enemy. Inferno was under collapse, but Ancient map looks way promising. Terrorists win. So there we go. And another try of the rebuy for the Rush B, couple M4s, MP9s. Yeah, they're not able to bring the AWP. And look at Smitry. I will be honest with you. Smitry was this youngster what I was talking about like a half a year ago. And I was talking about maybe he will become one of the most dangerous sniper player in the CS history, but it will take some time. As far as you can see, the rest of the squad is going to the top step by step. But according to this news about Wonderful, and if Navi will replace him by someone else, Smitry was the one of the most valuable piece of this puzzle. Ah, that was a long time ago, and I don't actually know the real status of this trade. and any kind of roster changes from the NAVI squad, but this junior team looks way promising. Something around 50 seconds. We need to group up together. What about the ENG executor? He has a smoke, the flashbang, and nothing more. And something around B also happened. We're gonna miss the sniper rifle for the NAVI Junior, but executor from the backside will be able to do something the same it was for him like a couple rounds ago with the triple heal himself, but not at this time. Oh, and Taxi been bombed off this Hinate behind the CT stairs. And NAVI Junior stick to the win. Born to win. That's really nice to see that we might have a mirage map by the end. But in terms of the Rush B desires and their protocols, they're gonna miss a bit more guns over there, but EWP picking up could resolve some of these issues. Maybe there is no more issues with the mid-side control to put about the 2 players this way to B and 1 AWP for the A, just in case. Because NAVI Junior did push A side directly just once. But in the meantime, your Oppa also needed behind the mid area, and this is it. Flashbang deep. Make this proper control the mid area, and there we go, yeah. Late molly for the main to break up the timing. Oh, there was a quite a risky pick off of the heaven. But a smoke play and this spray with them for another flashbang and second tempo of the play for the me side, and look at this beautiful M4 usage. Executor is stuck inside of the mid. The flashbang will force him to turn back, but the Executor will take down Smithra as well, and Krabben will trade him immediately. So we're gonna miss out the guy inside of the cave, but there was a part of the gamble inside of that situation. There was no other chance for Zini to stay up onwards B himself. That's why he did start to play somewhere else and have a bit more to the mid-side control, but that was a bit late already, and Krabbenny also waiting for the repick, and Cairo with the EWP. Not that flex. Not one of the most flexible gun on this play. Oh, wow, there was a solo pick like this. Krabbenny. Why did you turn into that? Ooh. Cairo making another powerful round for the Rush B. What a beautiful shot after this Hinate usage. But 2-1. The first was going by the incident, and the second one as well. I know that NAVI Junior are not gonna have any kind of bad mantle afterwards, but some kind of this rounds makes a bit more unfortunate things, a bit more negative side of the plays. And boosting afterwards, Bananas me try opening up the side, so that's why 2 players leaving cave, and Kinky trying to take this close angle with MP9. Oh, the risky timing again to resmoke Banana, but even more this smoke will play against him probably, and this is it. Krabbenny enhancing the side play, but Taxi with Smith trial will not let him stay alive for a longer time. And Cairo with Executor together. These 2 guys in the band. They're going to the A main. And Nakazi in charge of that already. So, double pick to clean out the angle. Oh! This is not a double pick, but Cairo will hands down Nakazi instead. And about to go donut straight onto that. And another shot close on the gaps. Ooh, Cairo. Despite the fact that Navi Jr. won this round, they're losing a lot of money with this hunting, like 1 by 1. This will affect on the nearby future for the 100%. Pretty sure that. Rush B just maybe not gonna stick to the win of the first half, but they will try to do their best. And with that patient, how they could stick up to the forward, at least 5 rounds in total. This has to be like a default scoreline for the Ancient Man nowadays, isn't it? An attacker side usually dominates so hard. 4 people gambling behind the B side. Oh. Maybe this might work out. Do you think Navi has a chance in this matchup? For sure, mate. Imagine, Navi, do you have about 40 maps for the last 3 months of this Counter-Strike play on the Ancient? 75% of the win rate. They're more consistent on the attacker side. I don't really remember any single team before Navi Jr. who invest this much time for the last 2 months on the same map like Ancient. Maybe it was for the Zera Nasty, but they were abusing on this map so hard. As far as I remember, it was like 57 maps by the 3 months, but 40 maps on the Ancient. And with that such a good win rate, I think everything is possible. Even by the 2 scoreline for the Rush B this evening, but I would bet on the 3rd map. What would be happening for the 3rd map? We're gonna see that later. Oh, look at this Hunter. Krabeni was hiding behind the smoke. He just lit up the CT stairs. And somehow, this beautiful situation with a 2-man advantage. It was like 5v3, isn't it? Maybe 4x3 over the end, but you see, no killers and Zini. Ooh. Just making this crouch pick. No more Xantaras pick, but Thompson pick usually works out. And there we go. Rush B. Taking up a WP without a kill, right? Yeah, the first tactical timeout this far. I don't really remember a single of that for the first map at all. And even more disposed by the Navi Jr. So maybe we might expect something new, something fresh, brand new. Inshi is a T or a CT side map. From my own perspective, I would say like a 50-50. But the rest of the Taiwan Counter-Strike teams usually stick to play better on the attacker side, but depends on the opponent surely. But according to the stats, Navi Jr. more powerful by the attacker side. It was like up to the 56% of the win rate or something like this. Around that. And Execute with the guys are taking up the lead with the mid fight. This time it was only 2 players behind this play. Navi Jr. break the rules behind the B side. Oh, this timing for the molly was a bit shaky. And Zini baiting them hard. The last bullet of a demon in Aki will find the reason why we are able to get out of the B side. This passion, this aggressive, and quite successful run into that. I will bring another positive round for the Navi Jr. And that will probably, yeah, they will retain the win of the first half, but starting to be scared of the play because the 3x2 become 2x2, but there is no death kits at all. Like, yeah, no killer on Kyra, so he will be. Oh, the death kits on the side. Oh, wait! Oh, not about this miss of a shot with the AWP, but Yeah, that was close. Sometimes we need to believe by the end. Avijin traditionally lose to the Rush B in a series. Ah, you think so? Because the last matchup wasn't played, but I think usually Navi Junior managed to beat up Rush B. Maybe not like an easily game by the TO score, but usually they manage to get a win. Yeah. Easy comeback for Navi, just never give up. Cheer up for your favorites over the end, guys. But on the Mirage map, probably we gotta see damn close series as well. Maybe in terms of the map pool for that matchup, Inferno was the one of the most easiest map. But Ancient and Mirage, I think, not gonna be that easy as we could think about it. Zini looking down a mid, and something going wrong with his side, and there is a gap, a time gap for Zini to step out, and Demon making a double nade behind the CT steers and making a fire kill for the Zini to save this situation on. Wow, Navi Jr. Welcome back, guys. Proud of you. And something sad is following Rush B over the ancient map. Maybe it's just about to give up the map if something going wrong and you're not able to fix that out. Find the solution. Figure out how you need to adapt for the enemy. But mid fights with the flag of the Rush B, you're never missing the single mid fight. Always getting out of that play by the one on advantage. But this time it's gonna be the first one. They're gonna fail this attending, but Magazine taking off the first rack of the round, and Demon also sticking into that fight, and Kinky with a low bullets left. Oh, that was close. And another close for the Demon. 4 bullets in Magazine, and if he could have a bit more, just 1 or 2 bullets, he's probably was able to take this frag again, but not really. Fair enough. The mastermind play revealed, and we need to step up together this time. Still, 1 man advantage. Rush B gambling behind the mid area. There will be, I think there will be right in the time, but Smithry has a little chance to make some troubles. And oh, never mind. Rob Annie in touch with that play. Rob Annie knows everything. And there is no way to get out of this round for a save because this completely finish on the first half. The final, the red line on the first part of this map, and Trabani nails another frag against City, and probably Cairo. Oh, such unfortunate timing for him, and 13 rounds afterwards, right? Switching on the sides. Let's see. If Rush B will not be able to do something with the second test round, they will be out of a competition for the ancient map straight away. I'm pretty sure that. But just in case if Rush B will take up the first round of the second half, will Navi Jr. follow the first buy that was for the Rush B on this first map, or they will play a classic disciplinary equal round? Oh, the mid rush looks that crispy, that gorgeous. But you're going into the duel, Birada's hands, and Traben and Dima will be eliminated like that. Can't believe it! Navi Jr. were able to hold up everything on this side play, but no way, every single gunfight being washed up and cooked. This is crazy. They're actually cooked. What an unlucky round. Clean Rush B for the Rush B squad is what they used to do, like. Damn. And probably we might have a backup of the round because, yeah, Makazi staying AFK for a while. Isn't it? He is. Oh, wait, we are back. For me, this city spawn play looks like a little conversation, but there is no backup at all, so I guess, yeah, we're not gonna roll back anything, yeah. Alright. 5-man retaking over the window. Cairo with the rugby squad even trying to fake with the bomb. Find out, discover some guys behind the smokes. Nobody was there. Oh, and what's the plan? To make a boost for the... Oh, no. There was a sound, but nobody was inside of that deep cave. To find out this option. Oh, no. It's gonna... Wait, how? Wait, how? Alright. 2 kills, 3 kills. Ooh. And by the way, 4 kills included, and even more the team wide was that close. But Taxi was aware about this deep R push. Jesus. I never do expect this much by the eco like this, but NAVI Junior. Look, they beat the 4 enemies, and now maybe this gonna be battle, not a full buys from both of those sides. There was one of the most impactful, most valuable eco for a long time. But I was now watching CS, but you know, this value makes a lot of sense. Because if NAVI Junior will take lead with that round, they will send the Rush B with the bankrupt into the next map, probably. Just in a moment, the smoke of banana. I mean, donut. Banana towards the B side, but you know. Now we are going with a slow tempo, 1 minute on the timer. We're stepping up towards mid. Rush B trying to make a proper split towards the A. Makazi, he will be out of a play by the smoke. But anyways, he managed to take the lead. So 4x4, based on the site. Jux unlucky. Twice, 3 times in a row. This could happen. Oh, and another thing happened for the demon as well. So this round produced by a bit of luck for the Rush B, but in the meantime, that was about their call, so they deserve that so much. And they're passing through this red line of the economy one more time, so they're not gonna be destroyed by the NAVI Junior desires. But such an unfortunate play for the Jugs from the temple. I was anticipating a bit more from him. He did repeat, not twice, he did it 3 times in a row, and enemies just dancing with him over and over by the Xbox and stuff. Told you guys must be also good on the T side. Yeah, that's why they managed to beat Nimiga yesterday with a 13-10 score. And that was the first map for them yesterday, and now we are on the second map of the matchup. Even more, this is the elimination matchup on the lower bracket of the CSL Challenger League 49th season. eliminated team will be out of the competition for this season. I will say this once again, but I was a bit confused about the kill. There was a long range fight from the Amy, but there is the Makazi with the Desert Eagle, so Smithrai was going to help him a bit, maybe. Uh, the bomb is alright on the T-spawn, Rush B. Did you know that the A main is under control for the Navi Junior so far? So you need to be accurate with the attending towards the A. But why do you go with the bomb alone like this? I know that you need to beat more players besides mid, but the bomb carry is not a lot to go alone. Like, if you're gonna lose the bomb there, the whole split will be done with that. Yeah, the flashbang and the smokes are coming. Yeah, that's why Karo is going to follow up him this way. Oh, another unlucky moment for Makazi, because maybe even if you're gonna stick to play in that corner, could be a bit obvious on that way. Yeah, maybe not that much expected, but obvious. And me try living this round with them for saving process. So only 3 guys are going to catch out some frags to the T-spawn and directly to the Amy. Oh, there is an FK bar. Oh, yeah, the guy a little bit far away of that. Why did he move? Because that was about the time gap. Oh, he nails the frag against the taxi. He was waiting for a long time already. There was no input about the donut, so he could do something else because he's in just like crossfire from the side. That's why Makazi started to go, but it is what it is. Navi Junior about to lose 4 rounds in a row. And we are sticking to the trouble even on the second map. But nothing over yet. Molly is going to the banana of the B side, or Peach Wallbang also going into the same way, but Executor and the guys playing that slowly. Making some pressure on for the B side, but usually way this Gamba behind the wall banging. Impressive things are happening. But we're not gonna reach the target with that play. And the resmoke over heaven, right? Oh, there is a slight chance to make an upset for the B, but will Rush be that confident about how much players alongside the B this time? Because usually Navi Junior also stick to play by the 2 players behind mid with the insta reaction for the Heaven retake, just in case of a B split for the gate and stuff. But oh, they're just living it out and gambling behind the B side together. 4 men on this way will be also huge, and Demon with Makazi to take up to the 2 kills with no trades, and the Rush B, yeah, they are destroyed by the time they are missing this composition of the round already. Being baited twice, and a flawless victory for the Navi Junior. That was the nice play, Navi Junior. Let's go, Navi. Nothing over yet, and Rush B also about to take a first tactical timeout. Because generally, the call on the previous round was clean. Like, there was a time gap to stand up into the B side, and they did it. But they were trying to discover some guys inside of the cave, and nobody was there. Like, oh, all right, there was the one guy in total. Like, you don't need to pay that much attention unless to not have a proper side control and push out the long and clean up the pyramid angle and CT stairs as well. So this is not the first priority of a play, but They did try to fight with the cave. They've been deleted by the cave play as well. They spent a lot of time to do that though. And Navi Jr. just played with the time up and doing their best. Shrubbery. Sneaky Dicky in cave, but shooting through the smoke maybe. Oh yeah, that was close. Zini making a wall bang, but not for the 100 HP. Fair enough. Kill by kill, the smoke on this city. Oh, jokes! It was that close. Twice probably. And the flashbang to run out of the temple. Dima was absolutely blind. You don't even see any single angle with that flashbang on. Fire in the hole, guys. That's how we usually call it. Rush B going to the A and taking that important round for themselves, I would say. It was like maybe 3 Yakis and 2 Gallios in total. Their order about the utils was not also that high. High stakes, yeah. High impact, but depends on the fights. If you manage to get out of A like this, it's really... This really helps you a lot. That's incredible.
Terrorists win.
And that's the first tip for Navi Jr. to make something around the A instead. Maybe not to force to set up to the 2 players on that way, but... I don't really remember... They were having the guy onwards mid, that was Krabeni probably, or someone else, or Makazi, in touch of mid box, right? He's gone by trade. And afterwards, Rashbi immediately crashes out the A, so... Maybe the idea was to stop there on the mid area a bit more powerfully, but this time... 2 kills with no trades. And Navi Jr. will be fine. I'd love to see that. They'll just resolve the issues and the mistakes. But woo, this all the veteran of the Rush B team. Kinky. This guy, if you do remember, he's playing for the Hard Legion a long time ago. And with the new roster, with new young talents, he's going to stick for the win to prove himself a bit more and more. But now this time, the A execution and the pass rotation for Navi Jr. will break out the rules again. 3 Yakis, Galil and Tech 9. This roller coaster, still alive for rush out somewhere, but we need to do that together. That was a bad incident, right? Executor was not even pulled by a single person on his own team. This is a good try to open up the A side instead, and the 2x2 trades after all. Oh man, Kazi, such a nasty spray for him, and Demon also will help him out to get off control on the A side. 12 to 8. Maybe a bit unfortunate start after the switching of sides, but in general, Navi Jr. showed us such a good communication. They did take a little timeout during the round. Yeah, on the 5. I mean, on the 4th round, obviously, probably, yeah, that was an equal one. And afterwards, they cut down the enemies, but the map rotation and stuff. Just showing a little difference of the city side half-play. Only Tech 9s with a couple of flashbangs and the smoke. Oh, the Makazi also making a power-up kill for the top heaven. close. Oh, there was a failure of attending for Banana and Krabani, making that good trade for the Kyron, staying alive by the side. But here's a split. And Smith try also taking care of Banana. I got you, baby, and 2 frags for him. Will be listed on by the end. So 13 to 8. And that's a middle answer from the Navi Junior that the first map was just a mistake, probably, or just unfortunate, unlucky map. It used to be to any of you guys as well, but we're gonna move out on the little break before the last map will be started. It has to be Mirage, but only in 15 minutes probably. I hope so. So Navi Junior make a good revenge against the Rush B, and I would to say to you guys that Rush B still has a good chance to make a sensational win this evening, because Navi Junior after this good morning, I would